Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel, The Thorough Empire. Today I want us to learn something, I want us to learn the three laws of wealth. There's a lot of information about wealth that we really need to grasp and see how best we can be able to implement them and the best practices to gain wealth in our life. So for the first thing is, as the same concept what I've been sharing with you, is at least you need to save at least 30% of your earnings. And these I've elaborated it before on the previous videos, and I still keep emphasizing on this, that this is the best way of you raising capital for any venture that you have that you need to do. So for instance, you have to, when you get your money, when you get your payment, what you do is at least make it even 20%, but I prefer working with 30% because that's the only way you can be able to achieve discipline on how to save. The 30%, what you need to do about the 30% here is create an account. Whether you want to make it a savings account or you want to make it a fixed deposit account, create an account that every income that you earn, if you're in business, or every salary that you get when you're in employment, the first thing you need to do when you receive the money is remove the 30%. Get the 30%, store it on an account. You can store it on an account so that at least what you're left with, the 70%, that is what you need to now budget yourself on. Something further that you can do with the 30% is you can use the 30%. You see, if you put it somewhere, at least if you store it, it won't be able to earn you more interest. So one thing that I always like advising people to do is, you have to make sure your money works for you, whether it's saved or whether it's not saved. So the best thing you need to do is take the 30%. Every time you can make it, you can multiply it if you want. You can engage on some income generation activities, something like even loaning it to friends, loaning it to people. What you can do, if someone needs, you can have that as money set aside, but you can use it to loan people at an interest. For instance, if maybe a friend or people or someone needs cash and they are held up and they need the cash to do something, you can use your stored money. Instead of just storing it, you can use the stored money to generate for you revenue by giving it out as loans to people. But these loans, you give them on collateral. They have to give you a collateral you hold. You give them at loans that earns you interest, like on a monthly basis. For instance, what we do, we could give it on loans that earns you up to 10%, 20% interest on a monthly basis. Yeah, I prefer using that principle because having the money lying somewhere for you, maybe let's say you have a plan that you want to use the money, you want to save the money for a whole year. After 1 year, you'll be able to take the money and invest it on investment of your choice. That is a good idea. But this whole 9 months, this whole 12 months that you have, instead of just having the money lie in the banks, waiting for you to get to your duration of time and you'll be able to invest on it, you can take advantage of that by, for instance, just be giving, you can get yourself into the business of regenerating income by giving people loans. If someone wants a loan, you give them a loan at a fee. You give them maybe like a loan that in 30 days, they can be able to earn you even 10 to 15%. What money lenders do is they give people loans on 30 days period, and these loans earn them up to 30% interest. Yeah, if someone, for instance, someone needs 10,000, what you do, you give them the 10,000 and you tell them in 30 days, you'll give them a duration of 30 days to repay, but they must give you a collateral so that if they are not able to pay you back your money, you can dispose the collateral and recover your money. For instance, if you have like 10,000 shillings, you give someone and they give you 20% interest on it. That one, after 30 days, you'll have grown your savings by an extra 3,000, which is an extra 2,000 to 3,000. You can give something good with that, the interest. It's you who controls the interest. You can decide to make it 20%, you can decide to make it 30%, or even to make it 10%, depending on now the amount that the person has taken. Yes. So that over the years, if you do that for a year, loaning people what would you best believe, by the end of the year, you'll have multiplied your savings and it will have earned you more money. The second law of wealth is we need to control our spendings. Yeah. We have a belief, it's a belief that's been installed in us, that our day-to-day needs will always surpass our income. And this is a thing we really need to put, the thought that we really need to put an end to. Let's keep in mind that what we have is only 70% of our earning. Whether in business, whether you're in employment, we need to learn how to just work within the remainder after the savings. We save the 30%, what we are left with, we need to see how to control our spendings so that we can be able to operate within our 70% bracket that is left with us. So the best thing to do is we need to reduce on our expense and learn how to live on a budget. Here we have to create a budget. For you to be self-disciplined, you have to create a monthly budget on what you need and what your expenses are. Yes. So you need to make a monthly budget and work on living within that. Just make sure you create your budget and you try to minimize on the excess on things that are not necessary for your needs. Yes. So if you work within your budget, then you reduce on wants and focus more on the needs alone. When you're focusing on the needs, you always have to look for the cheap alternative. The best way to do that is to always be checking on the sales. You see, we have sales even in supermarkets, we have sales on online purchases, everything. Every time you're buying an item, always plan before you buy. Avoid impulse buying, because impulse buying will not, by the end of it all, you realize you've spent money that you shouldn't have spent. You should have actually channeled it on other things. Yeah, so what you do, always work on a budget and focus more on the needs. Avoid focusing on the wants, because you realize what you want is not necessarily what you need. Yes, so the wants you can actually use once you've been able to discipline yourself. Once you've been able to discipline yourself on your income, and you're now able to live within your means of the 70%. Yes. So you have to be sure that every single coin that you use, every single cent that you use is budgeted for. It will take quite some time and discipline, but eventually the wealthy have mastered the art. So basically it's just a matter of time and you'll be able to achieve also the benefits of controlling your spending. Yes. Holidays is a must. Okay, holidays, you can go for holidays, you can do anything that you need to do, but ensure that those are wants. You ensure that when you're engaging in them, you engage on them once you've disciplined yourself and you're able to control your spendings, and you can have surplus on your income after the saving and sorting on your needs, the rents, transport, food, all those are your needs. Yes. The third law is invest your saving. Having a big saving is satisfying, but it earns nothing in return. For instance, if you just take the money and you save it and you put it on a savings account, one thing we know for a fact, the bank's interest there's no way you can survive on a bank interest. Bank is just to help you control your savings and grow your savings. Once you've grown your savings with the different ways, the way I shared with you in the initial one of even loaning people and getting more interest. Yeah, now that saving, once you have it now, let's say you've been doing it for the whole year. After the year, you have your savings. Now, the best thing to do is now to focus and see what income generating investment you can be able to now engage your savings on to grow your wealth. Because they say wealth, if you want to be wealthy, you need to have various income generating avenues so that you can be able to grow multiple wealth from different avenues. Yes. So, like for instance, every gold you earn is a slave to work for you. And every copper that the gold earns you also should earn you some income. So realize everything that you do, any money that you focus in, any investment that you focus in, you need to make sure that the investment needs to earn you money. And anything, any product, the produce that the investment generates and the income still needs to generate you more money, so that you can be able to have multiple channels of income generating avenues. Yes. So for your savings must earn you, and its produce must also earn you to help you create the wealth that you want. The best investment you can ever invest in are investments that will generate you streams of income that will be able to earn you money even when you are asleep. You don't need to earn to be a part of, you don't need to work 100% of your time to be able to generate more income from your investments. The best investment that, like we shared before, are real estate and even partnership on businesses, and even doing other collaborations and basically partnerships with other businesses. So you need to make sure all your savings, what you have as a savings, you're able to take them and you put them on investments. And now on the investments, you have to make sure the investments generate you enough income that you don't need to be a part of the process to be able to be earning the income. So for instance, what you can do, you have your savings, you can invest them, you can actually select if you're good, if you have partners, if you have businesses that you feel you want to be a part of, you can invest on businesses that are actually operational and are making good income. And then as that one, you'll be able to generate income as a indirect partner. Yes. You can, things like stock market, you can actually invest your money on stock market, you can invest your money on bonds. See, those are things that will earn you money without you being a part of it. Yes. You can invest on real estate, which is the best investment that you can ever do. Real estate is that one you're sure of every month income. Real estate here, we'll elaborate further on our next video. Real estate, the best way of handling of what going about the real estate is you make sure invest on rental property. Don't invest on your own real estate for your own use. Invest on real estate for other people's use, so that you can be able to generate income monthly. Yes, so that you can grow your portfolio, you can grow your investment, and you can still earn money. And the value of your portfolio will always be appreciating with time. Yes. So basically with that, you need to choose your investment wisely. We'll be able to elaborate on a future video how the various platforms, the various investments that you can be able to engage in, so that you can be able to grow your financial status. So others, with the three, I think we'll be able to learn the 3 laws of wealth. So let's try and follow up and see how best you can be able to first save up to 30%. Okay, you can do 20%. I like working with 30% because that one will be able to force you to control your earnings, and you'll be able to discipline yourself. Okay, control your spendings, avoid the wants, focus more on the needs, and you'll be able to grow. Yes, and invest your savings. Choose the best investment plan that you can be able to get in the market, and invest your savings. With that 3 steps, you'll be able to grow wealth without even noticing. You'll realize over a period of time, you'll be able to have amassed certain wealth that will help you to sustain you throughout your life. Yes, thanks a lot for that. Let's keep focusing on this and keep learning more. We'll be able to share more on the next video. So thanks a lot, and if you've not been a part of this, please join our group and subscribe to our channel so that you can be getting our new videos, and click on the bell notification so that you can be able to updating you every time we have a new video. Other than that, thanks a lot, and see you again on the next video.